So it is a little bit of projecting since we're recording this Monday afternoon. So Riley Reiff has not decided on the Vikings' old tomato as of right meow if he's going to take a pay cut or a cut. But under the assumption that he's going to take a cut, and from his leaks to the media, it does sound like that he's heading towards that direction, as well as I want to live in a simulation where the Vikings are finally rid of Riley Reiff. I just want to live in that world. So under the assumption that happens. With the cutting of Riley Reiff, I said it, Vikings offensive tackle plan is to move forward with stud right tackle Brian O'Neill moving over to the left side and elevating Uli Udoh to the starting right tackle job. Woo! I think it makes a ton of sense. Let's talk about it. So Brian O'Neill notably made his bones in college at Pitt, playing both right and left tackle. 2015-2016, his redshirt freshman and sophomore year respectively, started 25 games for Pitt at right tackle. Did have one left tackle game thrown in there as well. But redshirt junior season was when he flipped to the blindside. 2017, played 12 games at left tackle, earned first team all ACC accolades in the process. Vikings drafted him second round 2018. And I was excited. You have the super athletic kid, need to put on some weight. He's definitely done that. Brian O'Neill is looking thicker than a Snickers. He's looking pretty damn good out there, as well as hasn't lost an ounce of, or I would say unit of agility and speed. I don't know, a little bit. He hasn't lost any speed. Still good, right? So the Vikings did have designs for him as the right tackle. With Riley Reiff was in the second year of his monster free agent deal. And at the time I was like, all right, cool, I get it. Beat out Rashad Hill, be the right tackle for a year or two, then replace Reiff at left tackle, then woof, you're off to the races. The Vikings actually having a good number 75 at left tackle, it's so weird. Yeah, it is. But then, the Vikings held on to Riley Reiff last year and into the offseason this year, and then Brian O'Neill quickly blossoming into one of the best right tackles in the game. So last year, O'Neill led qualifying right tackles and fewest pressures allowed with 19, fewer than Orlando Brown Jr., as well as All-Pros Ryan Ramczyk and Mitchell Schwartz. Perhaps you've heard of them. He was also the sixth highest graded right tackle in the run blocking game. So you think with his athleticism, he's anchoring down that right side of the offensive line, as well as we've talked about the disparity between the left tackle and right tackle is certainly shrunk in the past years. It's not the old blindside like it used to be, but left tackle still is a touch more important than right tackle. But I would have been worried, hesitating flipping sides with O'Neill because he was so damn good at right tackle. And then all of a sudden you have to learn everything to the other side backwards. And as well as you do have a good thing going with him on this offensive line with few good things going. But the fact that he has played both sides before, as well as he's super athletic, also has the potential to be one of the best left tackles in the NFL. Okay, I'm getting on board with the idea. As well as if the idea of moving O'Neill to left tackle got rid of Riley Reiff and elevated Udoh, okay, I'm in. And also, I think the move is less about Brian O'Neill and more about getting Uli Udoh on the field. So clearly, they think that second year Udoh is ready to start over Ezra Cleveland, who was a second round pick out of Boise State this year, who they've only played at guard. So, like, if the plan was to pull this heist on Riley Reiff, getting Ezra Cleveland tackle snaps would have made sense at training camp, so I think they really dropped the ball on this one. But but the issue is that Uli Udoh is a right tackle through and through. I don't think he was ever going to pan out to be a left tackle because he never played there at the NFL or collegiate level. So the issue is basically the Vikings had two really good right tackles, and they both can't play that spot. So move the guy with left tackle experience as well as better left tackle traits. Does make sense. You're going to take that shot here. So even though the Vikings are pulling the stunt with 2 weeks to go before the Packers and Zadarius Smith come into historic U.S. Bank Stadium, which Week 16 effectively ended the Vikings' NFC North Division hopes. Zadarius Smith just completely doing abusive things to Riley Reiff on Sunday Night Football. I get it, but bring it. Still bring it. As well as it's also a very Vikings thing that you have Brian O'Neill, up-and-coming right tackle. All of a sudden, he becomes one of the best left tackles in the game right before a contract season. So basically all the money. Like, this contract went from premium right tackle money to premium left tackle money very quickly. But I don't care. The kid is worth it, as well as this offensive line is modernizing. You got rid of Riley Reiff, and let's go. Yeah. All right, but your thoughts. Brian O'Neill, left tackle. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol. production value.